To care in a world that shrugs is to live awake in a world asleep. Stop rehearsing goodness, go live it. You were not made to spectate goodness. You were made to build it with your hands. Be brave enough to show up as love when everyone else seems just to be performing. You don't need a platform to change the world, just the courage to care when it's easier not to. The real work of love is rarely loud. It's in the way you show up when no one's clapping. It's how you choose patience when anger would be faster. It's how you speak kindness when cruelty would win the room. You were not made to sit in the audience of life. You were made to act with compassion, with courage, with grace. Don't wait for permission. The world is quietly begging for people who care enough to try. Being chalant means choosing to care when no one else does, not for attention, not for reward, but because your soul won't let you ignore what matters. It means slowing down when the world is racing, holding space when others rush past, lifting what isn't yours just because someone has to. To live this way is not easy, but it is holy, and the truth is, every small act of love, every unseen kindness, every moment you choose to respond instead of react, it echoes. Even if no one sees it, it counts. Especially then. When you think loving thoughts, you are thinking as God thinks. Not just about God, but with God. Love is the native language of the divine. It's not found in loud declarations, but in the quiet courage to see someone as they are and choose to stay. To love is to hold space without fixing, judging, or rushing. It is allowing others to exist fully, flaws and all, while you stand beside them in grace. Every time you choose to respond this way, with gentleness, with patience, with presence, you are partaking in divine thought. In those moments, no matter your doubts or brokenness, you are aligned with heaven itself.
Holiness isn't far off. It's in how you speak to your child, in the way you clean the kitchen, in the way you choose not to yell. Love makes the mundane divine.
It takes strength to feel and not flinch, to listen when you want to run, to respond with love when you've been taught to fight. Staying soft doesn't make you less of a man, it makes you more of one. I'm a guardian of peace, a protector of hearts. My strength is in what I don't destroy.
Listen, if you want to know what it means to follow Jesus, then look at how he loved. Not just in comfort, but in chaos. Not just his friends, but his enemies. He didn't fight to be right, he laid down his power to lift others up. He didn't cancel people, he forgave them while they were still hurting him. That's not weakness, that's strength this world can't understand. And now, here we are, in a world where people use his name to build walls instead of bridges. Where hate gets mistaken for holiness. Where shouting gets mistaken for conviction. But if we really carry his spirit, if we really walk like he walked, then we have to love like he loved. That means listening deeper, forgiving quicker, blessing the ones who don't deserve it. Not because they're good, but because he is. You want to live like Jesus? Don't just wear the cross, carry it. Carry it into hard conversations, into broken systems, into your family, your community, your neighborhood. We're not called to overpower, we're called to overlove. To love past what's comfortable, past what's deserved. To love like it's the only truth that matters, because it is. Jesus never said the world would know us by our opinions. He said they'd know us by our love. So if we want to make him known, let's be lovers. Real ones. In a world of hate, let's be love that fights back with peace. Let's be the ones who stay soft, who stay kind, who stay true, even when the world forgets who he really is. Don't get it twisted, loving like Jesus doesn't mean staying silent or soft-spoken all the time. It means being so rooted in compassion that even your truth cuts with gentleness, not pride. It means you don't have to prove your worth, because you already know where it comes from. So you don't shout others down, you call them up. You don't retaliate, you reach. Love isn't passive. It's fierce. It's focused. It takes guts to keep your heart open when the world tells you to shut it down. But that's the rebellion we're called to feel when others numb, to forgive when others hold grudges, to move toward people others write off. This kind of love changes the temperature in a room. It melts the coldest heart. It heals what arguments can't touch. And you, yes, you, carry that kind of love when you decide to live like him, not just talk about him. So don't let your faith end at belief. Let it begin with action, with presence, with holding space for people to be in process, with creating room for others to be seen, to be heard, to be human. Because every time you choose love, you're revealing God, not just in theory, but in touch, in tone, in timing. You're becoming the gospel people can feel, not just hear. This world doesn't need more experts on God. It needs more embodiments of Him, not more posts, more presence, not louder voices, softer hearts, not tighter fists, open hands. You want to know what it means to walk with God, walk with the rejected, sit with the misunderstood, answer cruelty with compassion, not because they're right, but because you refuse to mirror the hate. That's holy defiance. To love in a way the world cannot explain. To forgive what others say is unforgivable. To see dignity where the world sees disgrace. This is the real gospel. Not a list of beliefs, but a way of being. A way of loving that disarms shame. A way of seeing that breaks cycles. A way of showing up with such tenderness, it brings the kingdom down into the room. You want to preach Christ. Then become safe ground for someone who's only known rejection. Be the one who listens longer, who judges slower, who asks what happened instead of what's wrong. Let your life be a sermon so full of mercy, people feel grace just being near you. Let your love be so unwavering that even cynics pause. Let your kindness be the kind that costs you something. Because that's the cross. That's what love does.